Hello there, my name is Robert Garnham, Professor of Whimsy, poet without portfolio. Yes, it's a real honour to be along tonight, but to be honest, I almost didn't make it. There's this documentary I've been watching on TV about behind the scenes at the Cocoa Pops factory. But then I guess it's on again next week. It's a cereal. So anyway, have you ever gone into a cafe or a coffee shop and asked for tea, and they've said, what kind of tea? And you say, just normal tea. And they say, do you mean English breakfast tea? And you say, is that normal tea? And they say, yes. And then they go behind them where they've got all these different blends of tea and all these fiddly little drawers, but the English breakfast tea is kept in a big box because that's the one that everyone wants. And if that's the case, then why don't they just call it tea? Anyway, just for you, I'm going to do my tea rap. I'm rapping with my tray and I'm gonna move your way. This is what I have to say, because what I need today is a cup of Earl Grey. And that would be most pleasant. You know what is new? It's the things that I do. I spit my rhymes so hard and they're coming at you. I hang out with my crew and my home is too. I say, hey lads, would you care for a brew? 1 lump or 2? I'll be mother, shall I? I'm a funky mother cuppa lover, got a cuppa with my supper, but my plans you cannot scupper. Put no milk in, watch me splutter. I'm the bread and you're the butter. Got a scone too, add it to my song, gonna make it disappear. Scone. Yo, sup, pass me your cup. If you wanna have a coffee, then I guess you're out of luck. Got a caddy, who's the daddy with his caddy. Got a teapot, got a cosy, got a decaf, makes me dozy. And I prefer the milking first, if you really must be nosy. 'Cause I'm wild and I'm free, and it's brewing you see. 'Cause seriously, this is all about tea. This is all about tea. This is all about tea. Thank you. Well, I hope you liked that. And I hope you like this as well, this wonderful tray here. I think this is beautiful. Or as they call it in France, très bon. So anyway, my dad used to have a little tea-based joke all of his own. And I'm going to do it for you now. And this is called High Tea. My dad would lift the teapot high and pour a thin trickle of tea into the cup far below. High tea, he'd say, and we'd all roar with laughter. Perfect equidistance, holding the strainer dexterously so that it captured mini clods of tea leaf in its dented wire mesh, his perfect aim assuring that the tea ended up just in the cup. High tea, he'd say, and we'd all roar with laughter. So he'd experiment. He'd stand on a chair, on a footstool, on a step ladder, anything to gain the necessary elevation. High tea, he'd say, and we'd all roar with laughter. One day, a passing ice cream van backfired, yet not a flinch did we see, his perfect aim assuring that the tea ended up just in the cup. High tea, he'd say, and we'd all roar with laughter. And the next day, he hired a 40-foot ladder, and he climbed to the very top. High tea, he'd say, and we'd all roar with laughter. And the next day, he hired a hot air balloon, piloted by a chap with an exuberant moustache, and he climbed in the basket, and the hot air balloon went up and up and up until it was just a speck in the sky. And just as he was about to repeat his usual joke with the teapot, a sudden gust of wind blew the hot air balloon away over the horizon, and we never saw him again. I never did like that teapot anyway, my mother said. And since then, we've always used tea bags. Well, thank you very much. My name has been Robert Garnham. You can find me at www.professorofwhimsy.com. Have a lovely evening. Thank you very much.